All right. Close enough.
Yeah, good enough. Okay, you ready to start?
Yep. Give us the intro.
Okay, I guess it's me. It's me. That's what I do. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Spacebar Podcast. We're back again, here to talk about whatever. Okay,
Yeah. I forgot your dog's name.
Ralph.
Ralph, yeah. Like Wreck-It Ralph. The way he wrecked your last monitor.
Yeah, the way he fucking knocked that shit off my desk and cracked. It was sad.
Yep. I think you
But I
never
still
got it
love him.
back, so.
No, dude, it was just not worth it. I mean, I didn't want to pay to fix it myself or even try to, and I don't know. It would just sit and make space. So might as well let them throw it away.
I mean, if you're lazy, you can say that.
Yeah, I am lazy. I'll admit that. Anybody, any day, I'm lazy.
All right. So last time on the podcast was before I went to Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we haven't done a post Tennessee podcast yet. Yeah, tell me about that.
Because you're going later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because before we talked, I don't think it was decided yet for you. But yeah, it's one of those places. I don't think I've been to a place like that where you can't do everything in a weekend or a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, so if you like mountains in general, it's perfect because there's the mountains aren't too tall, right? They're actually kind of small if you've been to the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's all green. Whereas the Rockies are, cold and not green.
Yeah.
I was kind of mad because there's a certain road that brings you across probably one of the best views that you can get by road, and it was blocked off. It actually opened.
Why?
It's so they have regional time or not regional, seasonal times for certain roads because they'll get like snowy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was shut down until March 29th or 28th or something like that. So couldn't go on that. We could hike it, but I don't. I didn't. I waited until just now to realize I don't own a pair of hiking boots. I own a pair of work
Dude,
boots,
you
and
need you a pair of hiking boots if you're hiking, man. They're a game changer.
yeah, and like I have like the boots that my dad wore when he was in Kuwait. I have those boots.
Mm-hmm.
Not really hiking. And I didn't even bring tennis shoes. I brought two pairs of Hey Dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we did that. We what else did we do? We went horseback riding. Like,
Oh, really? How was that?
it was great. Yeah, it literally the first thing. Do you know what the first thing I did when I came home was?
What?
I played Red Dead.
You getting in the mood?
I got on the horse. I'm sitting there and I'm riding the horse, right? And I'm like, damn, I need to play some Red Dead. That was all I got from that whole horse ride. So then I put quite a bit of time into Red Dead because Red Dead's one of the few games that I can play on a controller. Like,
Oh yeah, I can't.
I tried.
I don't think it'd be fun playing it on keyboard and mouse.
It is. It's just like playing.
I mean,
GTA.
I feel like when you're playing Red Dead, though, to me it's more of a relaxing game. I just want to sit back and with a controller instead of sitting at my desk with a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think the same of Cyberpunk, though.
I've never played it on a controller, honestly.
I can't play Cyberpunk on a controller. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I bet it's
I
too
tried.
fucking wonky.
No, the controls are perfect. It's just I'm too wonky on the controller.
Well, yeah. Last time you played on console was what?
When we were just talking when Black Ops 4 came out was the last time I was on console.
I think I was on PC or like playing games on PC more before that.
Oh, I was playing on PC more, but that was the last game that I really played on controller. And you know why?
Why?
That was whenever you, me, and Carson was gonna start doing more competitive stuff.
Yeah, we were doing
So
GBs for Call of Duty and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So do you know how that game went for me?
What?
I pre-ordered for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Found out esports was only going to be on PlayStation. That was the year that they switched. Then I
Yep.
bought a PS4. Bought the game for PS4. Right now, I'm $120 into this game. Then
Well, plus the PS4. Yeah.
plus the PC. Well, I've been wanting a PS4 anyway, and I got my money back for it.
I never used mine.
I sold it to Jacob. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I changed the account over to a new email, and I gave him the account information and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I don't know what he's done with it. But I've spent $180 on Black Ops 4
Holy shit.
because I bought it 3 times.
I think I bought it on. Do I have Black Ops 4 on Steam? I feel like Black Ops 4 I was playing on PC. I don't know. I don't remember buying Black Ops 4 for like
Actually, I'll be able to tell you.
for a console.
Yes, I have Black Ops 4.
When did Black Ops 4 come out? Hold on.
It was the first Battle.net game on PC. So you can check.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, is it Battle.net? I was checking Steam. Okay.
It's Battle.net only. Do you have it?
Let me check. I'm opening it now. It came out in 2018. Yeah, dude, I was on PC way before
Well,
that.
yeah, I mean, I was, but that was the last game that I played
Yeah.
on console.
There we go. Yeah, Black Ops 4. I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it says install next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember what Black Ops 3 or was it World War II? Call of Duty. I always forget about World War II. It's such a forgettable Call of Duty.
World War II. I bought that on Xbox. That was my last Xbox only game.
Yeah, that was my last. I think.
Well,
my last
because
Call of Duty I played.
you remember during that era, it was useless to play it on PC.
Yeah, because there was no crossplay and all the PC players were cracked.
Well, it just
I remember
the
that.
online wasn't it. It wasn't the experience.
Oh, there wasn't forced game chat. Yeah, everyone was just
Yeah.
sitting party chat the whole time. It was kind of lame.
Yep.
But
And-
then Call of Duty 2019 came out. Oh,
Oh,
the shit talking was back on. I loved it. It was great.
it's there in
Brought back
MW2,
memories.
but we never really play it.
Yeah, Walker's thinking about playing it. He asked if I still played it. And I was like, yeah, occasionally. And he's like, yeah, I might get it since it's on sale. I'm like, dude, go for it.
Oh,
So-
he never bought it.
No, but
Oh, I'm gonna message him right now. Mid podcast.
go for it. He was going to school. He said he had something to do at school today or a minute ago. That's why he left.
I told him.
Yeah, message
I
him.
was like-
Let him know.
I was like, buy MW2.
There you go. Well, maybe we'll have a third to play with. And I know. Who else plays Call of Duty with our group, bro? I don't think anyone else does.
Jacob.
Does Jacob have it?
Yeah. I think he's got it on Steam.
I thought he. Did he?
Let me check his account.
I thought he did buy it. Let me see.
All right.
I thought he played Warzone. I mean, Warzone's free. I know he played that with us. But I don't see.
I know Austin's got it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think it is.
I think he just played Warzone with us. So yeah, it's just me and you, and then I guess hopefully Walker, who has Call of Duty, man, because no one else has it.
He's played 35 hours. He's got to own the game.
I don't know.
35 hours?
But
We
you didn't-
haven't played that much Warzone.
Bro, you know what game I have been playing? I guess quite a bit.
What?
EVE Online.
Why? You want to?
I don't know, dude.
You want Star Citizen but finished?
Kind of, yeah. I was bored one day. It was free. I played it before for like an hour and I got off. But like this time I actually sat and
can't.
played it for a while. It's pretty cool. It goes really in depth, dude. Like,
I know it goes super. It's been out since 2003.
yeah, I know.
It's developed by the CCP.
It's like the CCP.
Oh, different CCP. Okay.
What CCP you were thinking of? I don't even know.
The
CCP.
Chinese Communist Party.
Oh, yeah. They would definitely be making a game like that.
That's how you get information.
Yeah, that's true. Could be. It could be a front. Who knows? But yeah, it's really fun, and it goes really in depth. I feel like.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
like you can
you
freaking
haven't.
own a space station in space. Like you can fucking, I don't know.
Well, you can do that in Star Citizen if it ever comes out.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm still surprised at the amount of lore of Star. Yeah, last time we talked was before you got into your Halo lore.
Yeah, dude. I've been reading the books. It's been pretty good. I recommend it to anyone listening. If you like Halo and you like to read and you care about lore, that's just a gold mine. It's really good.
So if you've already hit the niche to read it, you should read it.
Yeah, pretty much. If you like, I mean, if you like Halo, I feel like you should go to read. It's really good, and it's really not that hard to read. I don't know, it's not a very hard book to read at all, and I would hope not.
Other pictures?
I wish, bro. That's what makes it. That's what makes it really hard to read for me. Is just the pictures, man. I need pictures.
Yeah.
I need the pop out pictures too. You know, the little pop ups that come out and at you. I need those
Oh
of like
yeah,
Master
like a
Chief.
pop-up book.
Master Chief like stomping on a freaking grunt. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
Some of the it goes into detail dude about the fucking like the gore of everything too in the book. It'd be like the jackal's guts or innards fell out as stuff like that. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, but is it as detailed as a Wattpad novel?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a tough one. I don't know.
I bet that brought up
Those
some memories.
I never use Wattpad, so I don't really know.
I remember.
I just know it was where girls would write fan fiction, and
It shouldn't even be called Wattpad. It should just be called fanfic.
yeah.
But there was. I remember that someone had told me. I forgot who it was, but I was told to go read this book on Wattpad. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I got 80% of the way through, and it's a normal book, like just a good book, right? It was about this dude who he's trying to get this girl, right? Because it had to be a romance novel of some sort. It's on Wattpad.
It's on Wattpad, of
Yeah.
course,
And
yeah.
just like some crazy shit happens to them, and they go through this together, and then like they become a couple. But then,
And the end.
the end, it does a full one. I didn't finish the book.
Yeah.
About the time,
Too much for you to handle.
it wasn't. I was in the story I was interested in was not the story that was going to happen.
You were reading the book for the plot.
I was reading the book for the plot, and there was no plot after that. It just turned into it turned into an orgy at the end, and I was like, no, I just don't want to read
Dang.
about this.
So why did you read it in the first place? So did some girl tell you to read it?
It might have been some girl. I forget why. This was 8th grade, so 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, I had. If you remember Jillian, you probably remember her.
Yeah.
I remember she used to read stuff, and she would tell me to read stuff all the time. Whenever, I don't know, me and her were a thing. Not really, but yeah, she would tell me to read shit. Or to read Wattpad. I keep saying Wattpad. I don't know why.
Wattpad.
I keep to read Wattpad, and she was like, "Oh, you got to read this and this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out," but I never did because I'm okay. I'm not much of a smut reader, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer a watching visual. I'm a visual guy, you know.
I'm more of a beheading guy. You know?
Oh, you mean like some live leak
Yeah.
videos or best gore that get you going?
Yeah, that really gets me going.
I remember the days of that shit.
You remember meat
someone sending
grinding?
meat spin. You mean? I was just
Meat
about to
spin.
say meat spin. Yeah, someone send you a link. Fucking all of a sudden, boom, meat spin.
No, someone sent you a link and you didn't know if it was going to be Rick Ashley, a beheading, or someone sending their dick through like a cheese grater.
Yep.
It was one of those.
What was it? 2 kids, 1 sandbox, or 1 man, 1 jar?
Did you see the dude's back? He's on TikTok now.
I saw something about it, but I didn't really.
His whole
like,
account is
whatever.
literally you see his legs. There's some random object between them, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wait a minute, I've seen this before." That's his whole account. Nothing new.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
putting
probably
any
making
new
a bag
content.
off that.
Oh yeah. He probably actually does it on like an OnlyFans or something. Maybe a Patreon.
Dude, probably Patreon.
I feel like the biggest money grabbing people have an OnlyFans and a Patreon.
Oh, both, yeah.
I feel like they have
Exclusive content on each.
they have a no. So they have their Patreon linked because that's family friendly, right? Anyone can have a Patreon, but in the Patreon they're like, oh yeah, now that you have access to my Patreon, here's the link to my OnlyFans. So now you got to go pay double.
Do you remember there being a premium Snapchats before even all of that? Do you remember that
That's
shit?
still a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait,
But
do you know how that premium Snap works now?
no,
You
I
just
figured
people
it's like
just open
you
up
go
a
to Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just a private story. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just a private story that you get invited to if you pay. And
Yeah,
it's
I thought it was an actual like deal. Like you paid Snap. Like now they could do it because they have their payment thing in the app.
Yeah, Snapchat Plus or whatever.
Yep.
Or whatever it is, where you could like see what was it? You could see like I don't know, I forgot. You could see like
So-
who views your story at what time. I mean, I think you
Look,
can see
let me
who
see
views your
here.
story anyways, right?
Oh, you get your own AI.
Whoa.
This is new. I didn't know this. So you get my AI. You can chat, ask questions, and have fun with your unreal best friend.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What kind of fun do they mean there? That
get-
sounds very
You get chat
very
wallpapers,
weird.
which that's
Whoa.
pretty cool, honestly. You can pin one friend as your number one BFF, which that's kind of
Oh,
fun.
like how it used to be the old BFF like leaderboard on Snapchat, where if you
Yeah.
like you could see who their top BFFs were. Oh, I remember that.
Custom
That was
app
like middle
icons,
school.
solar
Okay.
system. See if you are in a best friend's orbit. Okay, that sounds like some. I'm a Libra, you know. Pick an emoji you want friends to
yeah.
see after they view your snaps.
You can't be best friends with this person. They're a Capricorn, and
Yeah.
you're a Virgo, so you can't be friends. So we're taking you off the best friends list
You can
just
see
because of
how
your
many
compatibility.
friends have rewatched your story.
Oh, that's what it was.
Add
yeah.
some flair to your display
But-
name with a black star badge. Oh, verified.
Whoa.
More Bitmoji backgrounds.
Twitter blue.
Priority story replies. Your replies will be more visible to Snap stars.
Oh, so like the people on the featured page.
Or like if you're subscribed to someone and they're not following you back, they'll see it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Sounds pretty lame. How much is it? It's like $10 a month, probably, right? That's what I'm guessing.
Four.
Or $5.
It's
$4.99 or $4.
$3.99.
Oh, not too
It's
bad. I was thinking it was
like,
probably
if
10.
you want to, it's $30 a year.
Yeah, that's cheap.
It's
But
it's not terrible, but you don't really
have
get
to,
much.
Yeah, it's for
You get
I'm
access
guessing it's
to
just
a
for the
weird-
creators.
You get access to a weird Chat GPT clone that you can talk to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just for creators that I don't think. I mean, both me and you probably definitely don't have any use besides maybe the customization that doesn't matter to me. I had dark mode already. Thankfully, that's all I wanted forever. And they finally gave it to us. So
They gave it to y'all.
yeah, iPhone users, iPhone rules.
It's supposedly
Android
it's on
rules.
Android, but it's not on this phone. It's per phone.
Oh, you don't have it? Is it really per phone? I guess that makes
Yes,
sense.
because instead of Snapchat, okay, it's a multi-billion-dollar company, right?
But they still take screenshots on Android phones. I know.
I make.
Do they still do that,
negative
right?
zero- What do you mean take screenshots?
Like it takes a screenshot of the instead of using the actual camera. Remember, I used to do that.
Oh no. They actually have cameras. Look,
Oh, thank God.
actually, I'm gonna send you a photo of my beans that I got.
Of your beans? I don't want to see your beans, bro. What the fuck?
And then
why do you just have a bowl of beans?
well, that's what I was eating. And then look at the second photo. You see the
Okay,
difference? So
what's the difference?
they added the actual night mode. I don't know
Oh,
if it's like that for your phone. You can try it. But
maybe, I don't know.
when you toggle the night mode, that's what it does. It also allows. Was that all I saw?
It's not available. It didn't.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was it.
maybe it's
Okay.
not dark. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it works for me too.
Yeah.
It just has to be dark
So
enough.
they added a night mode,
Here you go.
which is nice, but that's not really what I want. I want dark mode on my so I don't
Mm-hmm.
blind myself at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but you really shouldn't be in your phone at 2 in the morning, anyways. So
Oh, and they added
I'm just kidding.
I have ultra wide, like it can use the ultra wide camera.
On Snapchat, that's nice.
Yeah.
I probably
It
can.
looks like
I
crap,
don't know.
but well, it
Oh
looks like crap
yeah.
in this room
Oh
because it's grainy.
yeah. I was
I
about to
sent you
say
a
mine
photo
looks
the
really
other day.
grainy too because it's dark.
I sent you a photo the other day with it. Yesterday, I think. But yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's it. But back to Tennessee. We're gonna come back to that. I
Oh
bought.
yeah. Sorry.
We spent $600 in moonshine.
Of course. Yeah.
That's
What else do
not
you do in Tennessee?
that's not including like we went. I don't know. I feel like it was the most. Like we didn't spend a shit ton of money, but we spent a good amount. You know. I only put.
Yeah, you spent a lot.
I went through I think one complete tank of fuel while we were there for the whole week. Um, so it took me 2 tanks to get there, 1 tank while we were there, and 2 tanks to come back. It's 5 tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wouldn't.
Probably what 50,
Terrible.
50, 60 a tank for a full
No,
tank.
well, gas was right at $3 the whole time.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm sorry, 3.30.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there was a gas station I stopped at. The gas was like $2 and like 90 something. Dude, it was insane.
That happens occasionally over here. It'll dip. It dipped to 270 a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it
Be
was like
like,
$2 and
yeah,
like
and then
90
of course,
cents when on my way home. And I was like, oh shit, let's go. So I filled up. I was like, man, I wish I had a freaking gas
yeah,
can to
that's
put in your
what.
phone, bro.
Every time I see it that low, I had just filled up. But yeah, no, I love it. Old Smoky has this
Mm-hmm.
pineapple pina colada moonshine. Best
Yeah,
thing
yeah, I think
ever.
I heard you talk about that. Yeah.
And then what I did was I bought a half-gallon mason jar. Might be a full
Mm-hmm.
gallon actually. Bought chopped pineapples. Right. I was gonna do it with a fresh pineapple, but I didn't feel like doing all that. It's a lot of work. Um,
But you get a lot of pineapple, bro. Pineapple's bust.
and then poured. What I do? I did 3 cans of that and 1 can of their White Lightning moonshine. Perfect. Because the pineapples
Yeah.
absorb some. Like that's what I'm drinking now. I'm not like It's literally like it's in the White Lightning bottle, but it's got like pineapples in it with moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
Reason was because the pineapple moonshine like deal from Old Smoky is a 20% alcohol per volume, so it's 40 proof. White Lightning is 100 proof. It's 50% alcohol per volume.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, if I just have this mixed with regular pineapples, it's gonna be hopefully a higher alcohol content, so I can get drunk faster.
Always worried about getting drunk fast. Not about having a good time, bro. It's about
Oh, I
having a
have
good
a good
time.
time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just it. Like my birthday was annoying. I drank the whole
Why?
night. We got over to my aunt's at like 10 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole day I'm drinking. the whole day. And I don't mean like a beer. I was like shots. I had a daiquiri, a whole daiquiri, with some extra shots in that. And I was drunk, but I wasn't, like, I wanted to forget that day. I've never blacked out from alcohol. And I wanted to. But wasn't going to happen that day. And it didn't happen. So I just got tired. I usually fall asleep before I get drunk.
Yeah, that depends. That happens to me too. It depends of when I start drinking. If it's like 10 o'clock and I start drinking, then probably like before I get like really drunk, I'll probably just get tired and go to sleep,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with.
What else? But that was fun. We did all that stuff. You will notice there are pancake places everywhere.
Let's go. Pancakes on top
Waffles
over
are better.
waffles. Nah.
But there's these two places that you gotta go. Must go. There's a barbecue place. I forgot the name of it. But there's two of them. There's one in Pigeon Forge and there's one in Gatlinburg.
Okay.
Best, like their brisket's one of the best that I've had. Like it's a steak.
Okay.
And their barbecue sauce, it was good. The second one is there's a place called Mel's Diner.
Okay.
So on the main strip, there's this place called the Sunshine Diner. Don't go to that one. That one's like big and it's not really. It's only the only reason why it says diner is so that it can look like a diner. But it's about as close to a diner as a Steak and Shake.
Okay.
But Mel's Diner, that's an actual diner. Like they have a policy if it's full to just wait, you know. And their food, phenomenal. We also went to this place called it was Tom Sawyer's Breakfast Place or whatever.
Okay.
You know those pancake makers where it's just like conveyor belt?
No, not really.
Okay, so there's a pancake maker and it's like it's a conveyor belt. You put this rubberized pancake on there and then it comes out and it's all cooked, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what their pancakes were, and they said they had the best pancakes. I was like, dog. But you go to Mel's and it's like, you know them big fluffy pancakes? Yeah, that's what Mel's got. And
Like double stacked or what?
yeah, you can get. Well, I got. I get the same thing pretty much at every breakfast place, where it's like 2 eggs, hash browns, 2 pancakes, and 2 pieces of meat, right? And it was good. The only complaint that I really had was that the hash browns were a little bit crunchy, but it's just because I cooked them a little longer than other places.
What's wrong with some crunchy hash browns, brother?
Well,
Put some ketchup on them. They're good.
no,
Oh, you don't put ketchup on your hash browns?
no, I get 2 over medium eggs, and I mix the eggs in the hash browns. It's goated.
Oh, dude, you gotta put the ketchup on there.
I don't even really.
You're missing out.
I'm not missing out.
Yeah, I think you are.
I'm not missing out.
They got grits over there. Do you remember if
Yes.
there's grits on the menu, bro? Oh yeah, some grits with some
You can-
butter and sugar.
You can miss me with.
That's what I'm
with
talking
grits.
about.
Oh,
dude.
and I've known this. Every breakfast place where you order hash browns and they are potato chunks has always been bad for me.
Oh, you don't like cubed potatoes?
No,
Like, pan fried.
I like cubed potatoes. I don't like it when you call them hash browns.
Oh, yeah.
If you just called it like chunky potatoes or chunko potato, I don't know what name. Anything but hash browns, I'm fine with it. But I expect hash browns to look like a hashtag on top of each other. That's what I expect hash browns to look like. You know?
What if they're not crossing like that? What if they're just like a bunch of French fries but like tiny?
That's fine too,
Yeah.
as long as I can mix them with eggs.
You're worried about the eggs. Okay, the eggs is what's the important part here. Okay, I got you.
It really is, because I won't eat a hash browns without eggs.
Dude, you're making me want some like breakfast. Dude, I might just run to IHOP after this.
Run to Waffle House. You get a better experience.
I don't even know if there's a Waffle House near me. There probably is, dude. There's everything near me, but
There's. Do you know I think Louisiana's the second most densely populated Waffle House state.
yeah, the closest Waffle House to me is 70 miles.
Oh, and what, Austin?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the closest one to me.
Yeah.
Is there any in Houston? I don't think I've ever seen one in Houston.
There was one in Humboldt, across from the high school.
Oh, really? Huh.
I went there twice. Yeah, twice. I also got a new. I got a new mouse. That also happened. My first. This is my first wireless mouse.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I have a wireless headset and a wireless mouse.
Dude, you're becoming a minimalist gamer in no time.
Definitely not. I still got
no wires. No wires. Well, the no wire gamer.
I'm actually kind of mad because I sent SteelSeries a question because that's the brand of my headset and my mouse. Right. Mm-hmm. And let me see if it.
Bro, you know what that got me thinking about? How soon do you think it's going to be till we have like AI trainers for gaming? You know, like it's like in your fucking headset telling you as the game's going on, training you, or as it's going on. Like, do they?
I think it depends on the game.
I guess it'd be kind of cheating in some games.
Yeah, that would be considered cheating.
Wait, I don't know.
We already have that. That's every tutorial ever.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm just trying to think of like how it would work, but I feel like it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
Or not soon, but eventually, like an AI that trains you in video games, bro. Be like, okay, today in this session we're doing this, and then you do whatever, and it's like, well, you need to do this better, bro. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Well, you're terrible at it, dog.
Yeah, freaking AI telling you you're shit at the game. You should quit. Your dog water.
Your dog water.
According to your statistics in this game, your dog water, please uninstall. That would be funny.
You're trash, kid.
Have you seen the CS:GO guy on YouTube who does the cheater stuff? I forgot his name.
You mean every CS:GO YouTuber that does content?
No, it's like the dude who makes cheats. Well, like quote cheats. They're fake. They're like fake. It's a fake cheat engine.
Okay.
And then, but it records the game footage and sends it to them after the games. But like it also the cheat does random shit. So like if they try and throw a smoke, it'll like automatically throw it at the ground and get rid of all their weapons. You haven't seen that guy?
No, that sounds funny though.
Dude, they're so good. It sounds
like. Do you remember when on the Minecraft? It used to be on TikTok where they would like. It's a game mode. Never mind. You craft a sword, right, and then a flower pops up in the crafting table. So you got to try and figure out how to craft normal shit.
No.
Oh, it's pretty funny because you'll dig up a piece of grass, right, and it'll be like diamond blocks, and then you go to put the diamond block into a crafting table, and then it sprouts out like 7 coal.
Huh.
So you gotta try and beat the game like that.
Yeah, he did it for PUBG though too. Before that was like his first thing was doing PUBG cheat or anti cheats, and then he did CS:GO, which CS:GO he popped off, and I think he only made like 6 or 7 of them throughout like 3 or 4 years. He does them like every couple months. I just found him out. I don't know, probably over a month ago. I just went through and watched all of them like a night. I mean, they're like 10 minutes long. They're really funny though, dude. I recommend it.
No, but this mouse is something.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's enhancing your aim?
I feel like I've been playing CS a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't really remember how you've been doing, but that's good.
I
only pay attention to my own stats because revolver on top. revolvers only.
You know, like I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's a game changer. Honestly, I believe a
No.
monitor is a bigger game changer than your mouse and keyboard setup.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
I mean, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Depends what kind of mouse you have, but your average gaming mouse, I think, is just fine. But like, going from a shitty 60 hertz monitor from like 2013 to getting a new 144 more ultra wide or something like that, it's just wild. Even a 1080p to 1440p monitor for me
Oh yeah. Like I
way
already
different.
told Jordan, I was like, um every time I get a new monitor, I was like, your setup gets the old monitor. Like
Okay, that's
my
nice.
I have this Acer monitor that it was my second gaming monitor. My first one was I paid $200. This was in 2018. I paid $200 for a 144 hertz 1440p monitor. And then I got rid of it because my computer couldn't run it. So, actually, what happened was Riley bought it from me. He paid me
Oh,
200.
really?
He gave me $250, so I made money
Oh,
off of
wow.
it. And then I bought this
Dang,
24-inch
scamming
monitor.
Riley.
No, I got that good of a deal. The
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
got one of those, and this has happened twice, where I've bought something on Marketplace where it was something that showed up at their house and they didn't know what it was, so they sold it, and I got a good deal on it.
So, like, someone else's package showed up to
Yeah,
their door, they opened it,
like
and,
the
like, hey,
story.
I'm just gonna
Like,
sell it.
have I told you the story with the headset that I have right now?
I don't think you have, no.
Okay, I didn't buy this headset. This headset was a gift from Amazon. Um,
Yeah.
my grandma got this in her mail from Amazon. Someone put the wrong label on it. She didn't get her right package, but she for sure wasn't returning this because. So I get a text from her one day, and she's like, "Hey, so what is this?" And she sends me a photo, and these are the Arctic Pro Wireless.
Like,
And
dang, grandma.
I was like, that's like
I
a
didn't know you were
four.
chill like that.
It was like a $400 headset, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's a. I was like, that's my Christmas gift, right? Like I was joking because this was in like August or something, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's like a $400 headset. She was like, could you use it? I was like, yeah, I could use it. Give me that shit. And then
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear nothing until I opened it for Christmas. And then I was like, was this the one that you got delivered to you by Amazon? And that was just what happened. It got delivered to her. So
Heck
I
yeah.
got it.
I want that to happen to me, man. Why doesn't it happen to me? I want a free PS5 to show up at my door or something.
Yeah. It doesn't really have. I think over the years it's gotten better.
Uh, oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's not
Yeah.
as much as it is now. I'm sure they minimize that. Unfortunately, that
That was
reminds me what happened to Walker. Kind of reminds me what happened to Walker's graphics card
that was funny.
when he ordered that shit. Yeah, he ordered it. When was this? Was he got his what? Was it a 1080, 1070,
No,
or
he
maybe?
skipped.
Well, he had a 970. I think it was what he first had.
Did we convince him to get a 1080?
I don't remember.
I put it in his computer because he didn't.
I just remember. I just remember he had when he first got it. He had a 970. I know that, so he upgraded to
Yeah, because
maybe a
I took
1070.
his 970 for a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was a 10. He bought a 1080 because you had a 1080 Ti,
Yeah.
and he bought a 1080 because he didn't just his mom couldn't justify spending the extra money.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember freaking he telling us the
Yeah, it
neighbor,
fell.
some random person from their neighborhood found this box in the road and brought it to their house, and I was like, yeah, it was just in the street, and it was just $800 graphics card just sitting there. Oh.
Yeah, it fell off of because so in the subdivision where y'all lived, they had golf carts with a trailer on them, and that's how they would do that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's how they would deliver all the packages, and his fell off. That was it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
yeah. I don't know why they do the golf carts, bro. Just use the roads and use Freaking
And
USPS trucks. Come on now.
then this is why I don't like pre-builts. I had to take out his hard drive cage in order to fit the graphics card in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, a 1080 is bigger than a 970.
Yeah, and he had that small iBuyPower case.
Yeah. But,
I remember looking in there, bro, and they just packed the wires in there. iBuyPower. I saw that shit, bro. They just threw the wires in there, closed it up, and called it a day.
Yep. And then the dust. Oh, the dust.
I wasn't there for the dust.
God,
I'm sure.
Do you know what I did? I turned my head and looked away from that. I put the card in, got up, we hung out for a little bit, and then I skedoodled on out.
You didn't clean his PC for him, bro?
No.
Come on, man.
I was putting a card in. I wasn't getting paid. I don't even do that.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of work it would have taken was more than what I would do on my computer. My computer gets a can of compressed air every 3 months. And then I, take everything out.
I need to do that to mine. I used to, at home, I have I have an electric, the one you use to plug in. It's like a little, like, mini vacuum, but it just blows, A little handheld thing. That thing's great. It is great, but I don't have it here. It's at home, unfortunately. That's okay. I might grab it when I go back home the next time. I gotta go pick it. My dad ordered a dog collar or a training collar for my dog.
Oh, why?
Which is nice. So that way, when he's at the ranch, he goes out in the field, and he sees the calves out there, and he's like, "Oh,
friends,
let me go play with them." Yeah, friends. They're around my size. I'm gonna go run around. So he's like hopping around, looking like a coyote almost. So that then the mama cows are mad, bro. They get mad. They start running at him, and he thinks it's a game the whole time too. And I'm like, oh my god. At that point, I'm just like, well, if I have to put him down, so be it, unfortunately. But
I think if that was the case, you wouldn't be the one having to put him down. I think the cow would do it.
Probably. Yeah. Well, I'd have to be the one to bury him, so.
Yeah. We were talking about, so we had to take one of our dogs to the vet today. And
what happened?
It was his paw. That was the one that had, like, the nail that it, like...
Oh,
I don't know what that part of the paw is called. It's the equivalent to the thumb for me. That's what I think about it.
Yeah, it's like their thumb. I forgot what it's called, too. It has some weird name, too.
Yeah, it was like, it had, like, a laceration or whatever. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, to be honest. I was just going to wrap it, wipe it off and wrap it and call it a day.
A dew claw, that's what it's called.
Dew claw, yeah. And, so, like, she took him to the vet or to her work, and so I get home before her, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, I go, and I let, like, our other dog out, and then I feed her and all that, and I'm like, this is weird. Because our younger dog is going to be around longer than the older one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's going to be weird when we only got one dog. But I already told Jordan, I was like, whenever we lose this one, I was like, I gotta get me a dog that's going to be attached to me.
What do you want?
I don't know. We follow this account that, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's called a Schipperke or a Skipperke. It's a little
I've never heard
black.
of that before.
So, do you know about how big our small dog is?
I have no idea. No, I've seen them a little bit, but
our small dog is about the size of a full-size keyboard, like lengthwise, and she weighs 20 pounds.
So like a Yorkie Shih Tzu kind of size.
Yeah, like a little bit bigger than a Yorkie or a Shih Tzu.
Like a wiener dog?
No, wiener dogs are smaller than that.
Are they?
Yeah.
I feel like wiener dogs are pretty
literally,
big,
if you took like an Australian Shepherd and like a German Shepherd and shrunk them, that's what dog we have. And well, a Schipperke is like a little bit bigger than that. So, like, they're like the 30-pound range on the fat end, but they're Like they look a lot like I don't know, like I like dogs to have a fox face, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like your old dog, like that's not a fox face, where Ralph
Mm-hmm.
has more of a fox or like a wolf face, like a sharper face.
Yeah.
So and Schipperkes have that, and they're always in black, and but they were bred to be rat hunters, like foxhole dogs, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so they're like obedient and they're like good dogs, and they're rare, which sucks because they are expensive. But I would like
Well,
one of them. If not, I'll just get another German Shepherd.
yeah.
I just
Honestly,
default.
I never thought I would see myself getting a husky, especially in Texas, but I did.
Yeah, y'all just looked at each other and was like,
Yeah, pretty much.
did you
I
like
went to the shelter.
did you dab him up? He's like, come here, buddy. Let me dab you up.
No, but I did go with me and Jane. I woke up actually okay. The weird thing is, I had a dream that night before.
Oh boy. You know
Okay,
the last guy that
that
had
I
a
got a
dream got
dog.
shot.
Yes.
Well, you're
But I had a dream that I got a dog, but the dog in my dream, it was like a gray, darkish dog. I don't know. It reminded me of pit bull, but it wouldn't quite. I don't know. That was like a dog that I got, and then Jane used to volunteer at the shelter over there. So I was like, hey, you just want to go to the shelter and look at some dogs and just see what they have. And I really just wanted to go play with some dogs, and I figured she would like it too, so it'd be fun, maybe some puppies and stuff if they had any. Uh, so we go there and then we just walk around. They walk us through all the cages and see what was in there. I just saw him just sitting there and he was looking at me. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? And then I don't know. I asked to see him after that, or get him out. It's like a little pen, and then he was really skittish at first, and then eventually he got to where he came up to me and stuff, which was nice. And then yeah, I decided then and there. I was like, yep, I'll take him. Well, actually no, I saw another dog after that. Like another dog that I liked, but I don't know. Ralph with his white fur
with his wife.
really just got me. Yeah, I was like, nah. In my mind, even on the other dog, I was like, yeah, I think I'd rather get Ralph. And so I was like, yeah, I'll get him, sure. And then came the process of getting him because okay, I was moving out literally a week later, and
Oh.
they wouldn't let me adopt him and take him home that day because he needed to be neutered if I wanted to adopt him.
Okay.
So I had to wait to get him neutered, which took about like 3 or 4 days. So then, as I was packing up my stuff and all that, I had to go get him, bring him into my apartment in my room only because I didn't want him roaming around getting hair everywhere because I was moving out. And I had to stay with him in there for like 2 or 3 days, and then I moved out. But that's when he freaking peed on the floor the first day. The first day he didn't use the whole bathroom, like the whole day when I brought him home, he didn't use the bathroom once. And then the next day,
Everywhere.
well, he was terrified of getting on a leash. He was like, I would have to chase him around.
Really? I think that's like a past
was,
trauma deal.
I think so. I don't know what happened before that. They didn't really know. He literally got there a day before I picked him up. Like that.
Oh, like they picked him
the
up.
day
That was
before.
how Zoya was.
Or the day before. Yeah, the day before I went to the pound or the shelter, he got dropped off, and then I showed up and got him. But yeah, I don't know. He's really skittish about that, was. Now he's if I get the leash out, he's all excited to go outside now. So that's good.
Yeah, that's how like when we first got Penny, she was afraid of me, or afraid of any male. Still, like if you were to walk into our door, she would go the other way.
Mm-hmm. And he's really finicky about things touching him, like a brush. He won't let me brush him. He freaks out. If I like hold on to his collar and try and brush him, he like yelps and screams like it's bad. I don't know why. He just doesn't like to be brushed, and that sucks because he's a fucking husky, and hair gets everywhere, dude. I had to vacuum like twice a week almost. It depends, it depends on the time of year, because sometimes it's like I'll vacuum and like 3 or 4 days later I'll see clumps of hair everywhere still. I'm like, oh my god. But that's just how it is. And, yeah, I love them. I wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Best impulse decision of my life. My dad loves them though too, which is great.
I think the biggest. I don't know what an impulse decision I had was. You know,
Yeah, mine was also a motorcycle. Not really impulse
mine
though. I
was an
wanted one for like
impulse.
ever.
Um,
I wanted one for like ever. You know, when I was 16, and my parents
mm.
were like, "Hell no, we're not buying you that, and you're not doing that." And I'm like, "Fine." And
I
then
think
18, I was like,
honestly,
"I'm gonna take the class."
right now, the two biggest impulse decisions I've had would be this mouse and my graphics card. That was whenever I was having weird issues with my computer,
Uh huh.
right? So what I did was in one weekend, I bought new graphics card, new motherboard,
Hmm.
new RAM, and then I sold the rest
Yeah.
of the parts, and I made money after a year of that. That was when I had my 5700 XT. I was getting like a weird error, and I couldn't figure it out. So I ended up buying. I bought a new power supply. Yeah, it was power supply, motherboard, RAM, graphics card.
Hmm.
Because I didn't feel like buying a new processor and cooler.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't buy a new cooler. I think it was that power
It's kind of
supply.
like what
Man.
happened. It's kind of like what. Yeah. It's kind of what happened to me when I first got my PC. Have you heard this story?
Yeah, about the power supply and the
Yeah, dude.
motherboard that you
Me.
broke.
Yeah. So yeah, basically anyone who hasn't heard it, which everyone besides you probably has not heard this, but yeah. So I got a brand new PC. Uh, freaking, it was baller.
With a
It was
GTX
what back in
770.
yeah
Two
770.
gigabyte. It had a whopping 2 gigabyte of VRAM.
Hey, I upgraded later. Okay, honestly, dude, getting that power supply. Okay, the power supply I got, it was a 1200 watt Corsair power supply. 12. What I don't know
It was an
what the name of
HX
it is.
1200i, right? It had the little where
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
monitor
XX
the
1200i.
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that was expensive,
It's like $370.
but dude, it is last. I have not had to upgrade it. I probably won't for a long time. It's great.
Um,
Dude, that was that and the freaking my cooler, the H100i that I had.
yeah,
Dude,
you
that
had
thing
the
lasted
original.
until yeah, I had that all the way up until
Yeah.
what last what this year? No, last year. I had it all the way to last year. I had it for like 6 or 7 years. That thing, even with my i9
When did
cooking,
you
it was still going.
when did you buy your 770 when that was new?
Uh, no, I think the 980 or the 900 series just came out.
Had just came out.
Yeah, I think it was like pretty much really recent at least. And the 770 was like I think
Okay.
besides the what 780 Ti
So
that was
you were
like
probably
that was
looking
it.
at 2015 or 2014 then.
Yeah, I remember it was middle school. I was what seventh grade, eighth grade, seventh grade.
No way you had just built it whenever we met.
Maybe late sixth grade. I don't know. It was middle school. I know that.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, back to the power supply story. Yeah. So I get it home and I use it for a while. All great. You know, I'm playing what Arma 3 was what I was really playing back then. And then he just kept shutting off, and I was like, what the hell? I had no idea. My pea brain back then didn't really know what to do, and honestly, now I probably wouldn't even know what to do besides bring it to someone, or
Really?
start buying shit. I mean, the power. If it just shuts off,
I mean, yeah.
I guess without buying anything, I would probably take it to someone, but I would try. I don't
I
know.
mean, there's a few
Like, I
things
feel
that you
like
can do.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I would spend a night googling and figuring shit out. But anyways, yeah. So I take it to them. They're like, "Oh, your hard drive is
Oh, I
messing up."
remember this.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would a hard drive just shut off? Like, it wouldn't even give me a blue screen. I even asked the guy, I'm like, wouldn't it just give me a blue screen? He's like, well, sometimes it can. I don't remember. I don't
That boy
remember. I
knew
just
nothing. That was
they said it was the hard drive.
you went to
So I bought a
Fry's,
new hard
right?
drive. Yeah, that was
You
Friday,
should
and it
have
was
gone
like
to
an
Micro
hour
Center,
away. Yeah,
which is the
I
same
wish, dude.
distance, but
Yeah, well, Fry's is gone now, so or at least from Houston. That one from.
No,
But,
they're done. 2020. Well, COVID killed them.
yeah, unfortunately, Micro Center's still busting though. Thankfully,
Oh, Micro Center's got. I think they've gotten bigger.
dude. Yeah, they have. It's great. Mr. Homeless, they sponsor his videos, and it's
And
great. He
Jay's
like
two
goes there
cents.
and
Although
yeah.
you can tell it's not as big as it used to be, right?
No,
Because
no, they
he,
have bigger but they have bigger stores now. It's not just a
yeah,
bunch of smaller
well,
stores
because
everywhere.
Jay's 2 cents used to go in there and he would spend like $7,000 in one day, and then give the computer away. And
Yeah,
either, yeah,
I feel like the model they have now of like literally just big warehouse stores in like major or in cities instead of like a bunch of stores everywhere is just better in my opinion.
doing the good old IKEA.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, yeah, back to the power supply story. Yeah, they say it's the hard drive. I'm like, okay, whatever. They're like, yeah, we'll get a new one. Sure, put it in there, bring it back home, and literally like I was playing a game and like not even 20 minutes later, boom, shuts off. So
He was probably playing like
bring it
Battlefield
back.
Hardline or something, or Battlefield
No, I
4.
think it
Never
was
mind.
probably Battlefield 4 for sure. Uh, Battlefield 4 or Arma, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, bring it back. Then they find like, oh yeah, I guess it's a bad power supply, and so they replaced that, and then yeah, brought it home and no issues. But it's just annoying. But it's just weird too that a brand new power supply did that. But I guess I was just unlucky.
Do you remember when I killed my first motherboard? Do Do you remember when this happened?
Uh, no.
All right. So when you overclock, there's a few things you need to be mindful of instead of just, sliding a slider and praying, right? My pea brain did not know this. So air coolers are better in general for cheap overclocking than water coolers,
Yeah.
right? Well, I had that, I don't know if you remember this, but I had the single radiator water cooler by Corsair. All right.
Was this your ASRock motherboard,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, this is how the ASRock motherboard died. What happened is that so I had my first actual build was an FX 8320. Nothing to write home about except that it was a quote unquote 8-core processor. But the what happened was that I overclocked to like 4.8 gigahertz and then proceeded to play Battlefield 1. And I cooked the VRMs on that motherboard and it broke. It just shut down. And I spent like 3 days figuring it out. And I was like, I'm pretty certain it's the motherboard. I was like, I just had to go off of, really looking back on it, I don't know why. I think I was just going by symptoms because it would turn on for a little bit and then it would just shut down. Well, I had to beg my mom to buy me a motherboard because, of course, I couldn't spend $100 on a motherboard. And then,
Yeah.
luckily, Asus came out with there used to be only one good motherboard for overclocking, and it was the Sabertooth 990FX, which was like a $300 board at the time. And I was like, I want to be able to overclock and not just ruin it. But luckily, that year, just so happened at CES, Asus came out with the last 970 chipset motherboard for AMD, which was the board that I ended up buying. And it was pretty good. It had the same VRM layout as the 990FX, except that it didn't have support for LN2. That was it. But yeah, that same overclock held just fine until Ryzen came out and I bought into Ryzen.
I remember frying my processor one time.
I remember when you did that too.
Yeah, I was trying to overclock it, and I was in the overclock menu, and I put the voltage too high on accident. Like I really didn't. I didn't
What's
mean
funny
to.
now?
I put in the wrong number, click enter, and it rebooted and booted up, and it
Yep. I remember
turned off.
But now they won't even let you do that. If I go right now and I try to put like 4 volts, my motherboard's like, no.
Yeah, thank God. No, yeah, back then I was an idiot for the.
Well, I think that has to do with
Ah,
your board manufacturer too, because like a lot of boards, they don't have a safety feature.
yeah.
Especially overclocking boards don't. They're like, oh, you're overclocking. Who cares if you want 5 volts? I remember when you did that. You thought you were putting in 5 gigahertz and you put in 5 volts. I remember that.
Yeah, she got fried. Then I ordered another one off of eBay. I think same one,
You
and it
remember when we
worked.
found that computer on the side of the road?
Yeah, dude. That's my the case is still at my grandma's house. That's their PC.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, they needed a computer, so I freaking ordered. I had a got a GT 730 some shit where it literally just browsing the web is. That's all they're gonna do. They don't even use it now. Like literally, I don't think it's been turned on since like a year after I brought it over. But yeah, I remember finding that
That's
shit. It
like
was like a student's PC.
my
All the
great
all the
was it my great grandma has an old compact computer with the
mm-hmm.
CRT monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why that is still kicking is because it's running. I think it's running Puppy Linux,
Mm-hmm.
very lightweight version of like Linux distro. That's the only, and all it does is it browses Facebook.
Heck yeah.
Like I'm talking the beige tower. I wonder
Yeah.
if I ever go there. I want that tower because I want to build my computer in that tower.
That would be crazy. Sleeper build.
Yep.
Be like the old Linus sleeper build series.
Yeah.
Those were cool. I remember watching those and be like, damn.
I want to know their next update
Whoa.
for him and Luke did the AMD challenge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with 7900 XTXs.
You know what I miss? Scrapyard Wars.
It was COVID that killed that, right?
I think so, yeah.
And it was just I don't think it was profitable,
Probably not.
especially because
I
he
mean,
shoots one video. Like there's one video a day.
I mean, it's just a whole studio. So I mean, they
Yeah,
record
but
tech link. They got all these.
he still has to oversee that.
Yeah,
So I'm surprised if it was just one of those where he doesn't have the time to do it. I think he's talked about it on the podcast.
I'm sure. I mean, I know it's a big thing. At least I remember it being a big thing for LTT.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see
Good
what
times.
his they should be doing the Ryzen with a AMD Ultimate Gamer whatever thing that they started.
Dude, I used to not like Linus. I remember
What?
at least okay.
Who did you like instead of him? Paul?
Okay, this is before I was really into
Paul's
into tech
Hardware?
and stuff. Yeah, dude, Paul's
Bro.
Hardware.
The Newegg guy?
No, it was back when I was researching stuff for like my computer. Before I was gonna build my first computer, I remember
Oh.
watching a video of his, of like an AMD card or something
Yeah,
like
he was
that,
like,
and like
this
I
is
just remember,
better.
I just remember him. I don't know. I just didn't like how he talked.
Oh,
His
well,
voice annoyed me,
he used to have
and
annoying voice.
he had the short hair and the earrings, and it was just I wasn't vibing with it. And then coming
It's
back to him
just
years
that's
later,
because you was a church boy. You was like
he
earrings
was
on a
going.
man.
I don't know. I just felt like it looked weird. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. He makes a lot good stuff now for sure.
Oh yeah, but him and Jay's 2 cents are my two favorite by far.
I don't watch Jason. I don't watch any other tech YouTubers really.
Jay's 2 cents.
I don't know.
He's just so I always like watching because he was more into overclocking. Like if you watch any graphics card video, he always overclocks it at the end. He's like, "Let's see what this will do," because that's really the difference between all these cards.
Yeah, it's how far you can push it past base clock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like my EVGA card, it'll go to a certain point, but I mean, and now he's at the first time ever he's had a full AMD computer.
Who, Linus
Well, Linus and Jay.
or Jade? Oh, really?
technically, right now, Linus does because
Apologize.
he's got a Threadripper still.
Mm-hmm. I
But
mean,
Linus,
if you're Linus, there's no
he,
reason
he
not to,
also, but for someone who doesn't use a computer, he's like the dude that spends 6,000 on a computer to play Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I know he's not a big game. He didn't,
No,
like when you
he's a
watch him
big
play
gamer.
games and stuff.
He
But
is.
like,
He's
okay,
just not. It like his one of his favorite games is Anno.
I know that. Yeah, he's more of a cat. I remember like when you watch him play CS:GO and stuff. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of
No,
funny
he's
watching him
not
because
a
you like
he's not a competitive gamer.
he's not an FPS gamer
Yeah.
for sure. Do you remember the game challenge that they did too? That one video with like 3 versus 3 teams of like they had different games and like whichever team
Yeah.
scored the best in all the games won. It was like Dirt, CS:GO.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's been a little over an hour. You
yeah,
about ready to call it?
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening in. It's been fun. I've had a good time today, and we will see you guys again. Thank you.